Port Charles.
Who is my father?
Kevin wants to find out.
I have some questions.
Well, let's put our heads together and come up with a solution to this problem.
This whole situation
Means.
Don't you need to know?
Is he getting closer to the truth? Don't miss Port Charles. It's coming up next, right here on SoapNet.
Kevin, hey, wait up.
Hey. Oh, how's Mr. Green?
Oh, not good. He's weak and disoriented.
Sorry to hear that. If there's anything I can do, but it sounds like his problem's more physical than psychological.
Well, listen, if Ian and I manage to pull him through this, we may take you up on your offer. In the meantime, how about dinner?
Are you kidding? I thought you'd be tied up for hours.
No, I told Ian that I wanted to spend some time with you.
And I just told Gail that I'd take care of one of her patients.
Well, can you cancel your... Never mind. I know the answer to that.
I can see you at home later.
Yeah? But don't forget to eat. Okay, because I know you on a full schedule.
Thanks for the concern.
Well, it's just a natural byproduct of this husband and wife thing we've got going.
Speaking of going...
All right, go.
Lambert,
Yeah. How's Mr. Green?
his fever spiked. We moved up to 6.
He's probably septic because of the IV being ripped out.
Yeah, probably. We'll know more later. I was just paged to the ER. Could you...
No problem. Kevin's busy. I'll check on him.
Thanks. I hope he recovers enough to tell us how he ended up unconscious in an alley.
Okay, so you're absolutely positively sure you're going to be okay alone here?
Yeah, after my session with Kevin, what I need most is some time alone to think.
Yeah, that's good. I just wish there was something I could do for you.
I just hope you know how much it means, Lucy, having such a great friend like you.
You have a lot of good friends, you know, so just hang in there and you'll be okay here, right? Right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, well then,
Okay.
okay, hang in.
Lucy,
Sorry, it's not Lucy.
So am I. I have nothing to say to you.
So you give Lucy hugs. But the woman that raised you for the last 18 years, you're gonna slam the door in my face?
I'm sorry, I don't have any time for this.
Well, then make time, Livy. Don't you think I deserve that?
Where is he? Where's Neil?
He's upstairs. Why?
Bring him down here. I am taking him home with me right now.
I just read that article in the National Inquisitor, and we all know who it's about, don't we? My heart goes out to you, Joe. It really does.
What heart?
But I am not going to put Neil's life at risk by allowing him to live under the same roof with a man who's carrying the virus.
For God's sake, Courtney, Joe being exposed is hardly news to you.
Well, this changes everything.
The papers are wrong. I'm not HIV positive. I had my 6-month test.
Oh, 6 months? That doesn't guarantee
There aren't
anything.
any signs in that amount of time. The odds are about 1,000% better. It will never show up at all. So at least be happy for Joe before you start making trouble.
I'm happy, but this is public knowledge now. And what is it going to do to Neil when he finds out that his hero had casual sex with an infected stranger? It is such an outrageous example of bad judgment.
Spoken by the queen of bad judgment.
Don't you dare
If
talk
Neil
to me.
needs an explanation, I'll take care of it myself.
He has already had enough pain in
Everybody
his
around
life.
you has had enough pain, Courtney, because you can't make it through a day without whipping up a nice big batch of it. When the hell are you gonna figure out that you don't have to make the rest of us miserable to protect Neil?
Ian.
Hey, he's gonna come find you as soon as his chart's finished.
How's Mr. Green?
On the usual antibiotics. His infection's running wild.
I hope his fever breaks soon. I want to start him on that enzyme protocol that we talked about.
Don't you think that may be risky? I mean, he may have been getting treatment from someplace else.
Yeah, well, I ordered another talk screen. And I called all over the state trying to find out about that hospital ID bracelet.
Oh, any luck?
No. What about you? It's good to talk to the man.
He's very out of it. I don't know if it's from the fever or from the infection itself.
You hungry?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
but not for this trail mix. What? What?
it's an old war injury. It's nothing. It's fine.
Oh. Well, maybe I can help. You know, I have been told I have magic fingers.
I'm
Here,
fine.
Let
It's
me,
all
let
right.
me
I'm just... Ow!
Stop being such a thornheart, all right? Save being a pain in the butt for another time. That's what you're really good at, you know. And medicine. And poker. You're really good at poker. Great. How's that feel?
Please, can you
All
do it
right,
nice,
I'm
please?
sorry. It's my fault. I'll try again.
All right.
All right. You know, I mean, I hate being out of the loop, especially when it's something really important and you really need to discuss these things, but it's personal or, you know, it's about a patient, it's ethic related, I don't know. I know he's a shrink, but still.
We're not talking about me or Mr. Green right now, are we?
Why is it men can't deal with the fact that some people are just concerned about them? Really concerned about them? Why is that? Tell me why.
Okay. And why is it so hard for women to see and hear what the men aren't saying?
Excuse me, what did you say?
That's funny. I mean, what
No, I'm serious. I heard what you said. That's great. That's it.
What? What are you...
That's
what?
it.
Where are you going?
Thanks, Ian.
You're
I'll
not-
see ya.
Glad I could help.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't need an invitation these days, do I?
No, of course not. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I don't know. I thought maybe you could use the company.
Because?
No reason, really. Just, I know about your session with Livy.
Oh, she told you that, did she?
Yeah, she did. See, this is a good thing because it cuts through all that confidentiality thingy stuff, and we can just talk if you want to talk.
You're the best friend a shrink ever had.
Okay, Doc. Then listen, just why don't you put your head in my hands and tell me what's going on, because I get the feeling it's not just about Livy's nightmares.
It isn't. You know, the dreams, I can handle the dreams. It's what I know about Grace and the rest of her family.
Then why don't you just tell Livy?
I can't. The whole point of her therapy is for her to discover the truth in her own time so she can deal with it.
I know that, except that a lot of people in Port Charles already know that, you know, you were engaged to Grace and you were with Grace the night she drowned.
You really think I should tell Livy all the details?
I do, before somebody else does, like Chris Ramsey.
Chris could do some damage, but the one I'm worried about is Rachel.
We're always worried about Rachel.
Rachel has gone out of her way to keep Livy away from me, but she hasn't used the one piece of ammunition that she thinks she has. She believes that I'm responsible for Grace's death, but she hasn't said one word to Livy.
Livy, I know there are problems, and I made mistakes, but we've got to talk through them.
So now you want to talk.
You mean the world to me, and you know that. And the way that things are between us right now, it's tearing my heart out. Your grandmother's too.
So now you know how it feels.
Well, can't we get past all this?
I wouldn't know how.
Well, maybe I do. Livy, there are things that I've kept from you.
Oh, really?
Things that you need to hear.
Don't worry, Joe. This won't take long. What's the matter with you?
Come on, Frank. You know everything I went through trying to get Neil well again. So how could I not be worried about him living with someone who has contagious disease?
The only one sick around here, Courtney, is you.
Me.
You are so worried about HIV being a threat when you are 10 times more destructive.
How can you say that to me? You saw everything I went through.
I saw someone back then, but it wasn't you. I saw an incredible mother. I saw a woman so full of compassion and love that I couldn't help falling in love myself.
So what happened to us then?
You. What happened to you, Courtney? Well, I don't have an answer for that, but I do know you are not the person you were.
You know, it's funny. Because I think you're the one who changed, not me. But I guess we'll never see eye to eye on that, will we?
On that and a lot of other things.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and rewrite history all you like, okay? But I will have my son back with me. Trust me on that.
Sure do seem to be drinking a lot of that stuff lately.
And you could at least pretend not to notice.
Yeah, right.
It's just this whole situation, Lucy, is a lot more complicated than I let on.
Okay, think about this. Who has been in more complicated situations than me?
Nobody.
Right. And who has solved more complicated situations than you? Nobody. So together we should put our heads right together and come up with a solution to this problem.
Oh, just that easy.
Yeah, Doc, just that easy. Come on, you always tell your patients that you have to talk and talk and talk and talk until you get to the bottom of something. Well, that's what we do. Trust me, we'll do it. We'll solve this problem. And I really believe it'll probably be the best thing.
Best for whom?
For you and for Livy.
You know something, Lucy? I really am a lucky guy to be able to talk to you about these things.
You know what? You are very lucky. And you can talk to me about absolutely anything. Anything else. Anything. You know that.
The only thing I want to hear from you is why.
Why I kept the truth from you about your father.
It's as good a place as any to start.
Well, believe it or not, Livy, that and every decision that I've made...
Not for my sake.
It was to protect you.
You wanted me to leave from the minute I got here, and I want to know why. But I want the truth this time, Mom, all of it. And I mean that.
I know, I know you do. And I promise no more secrets. Sit down.
You say you wanted me to leave because you didn't want me to find out Joshua Locke wasn't my father. But I say there's more. And I think it's got something to do with Aunt Grace somehow.
You're right. It does. You see, when your Aunt Grace died...
Drowned, you mean?
When Grace drowned, something happened to your grandmother, and she's never been the same.
Yeah, I know that.
And what you don't know is it's gotten worse. And I've been keeping it from you because I know how much you love your grandmother. I couldn't bear to see you go through the same kind of pain that I've been going through. Livy, you have no idea what it's like to watch someone you love slipping away. And now it's happening again with you. You're just slipping away. You're the one thing that I really thought I did right in my life. I need you more than any other person in the world.
So why didn't you just let me in? I might have been able to help.
No, help me at your expense, and I wasn't gonna let that happen.
So you just sent me away?
Yes, I did. But out of love. No other reason. And that's my only defense. It was to save you from so much pain.
It's all right. I'm here now. We can help each other.
SoapNet, the one network that's...
I'm launching SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
Where's Courtney?
She's gone, but she'll be back. What about Neil?
Earphones on. Just about to break through to level something on some video game.
Good, at least he didn't hear how ugly it got down here. She won't give up. I know that look in her eye.
I know it too. And when I saw it, I started thinking.
About what?
Well, somebody had to let that paper know about a GH resident who might be HIV positive.
Yeah, from the way she was using that story to try to get Neil, I would bet my last penny on it being her.
If I just get my hands on that self-serving...
I know, man. I know what you mean. But the only problem is we don't have any proof that she's the one who made the call.
There's got to be a way to get some proof.
Are you okay, Dr. Lambert?
Yeah, of course I'm okay. Why?
Third time you've given me the same orders in 2 minutes.
Really? Oh, I guess maybe I just need to take a nap or something.
Good idea.
Code yellow, 6123 East. Code yellow, room 6123 East.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Dr. Borgman's office.
Is that the food he ordered?
Number 5 combo with egg roll?
Yeah, it sounds just like it. But wasn't there some kind of a tragic accident tonight? Something about pirates stealing a number 5 or something?
Yeah. Came right out of nowhere. Pistols and peg legs and all.
Yeah, you were helpless. Nothing you could do.
And, Borgman's a lousy tipper.
I thought this was empty.
Ian. Wait a minute. Is that a number 3?
The number 5 combo with egg roll.
Close enough. What happened to the trail mix?
I had a craving for mushu something with noodles and mushrooms and what looks like chicken. Do you want to share this with me or not? Said you want some real food.
You ordered dinner for me. That's so sweet.
Didn't exactly order it. I hijacked it from your friend Boardman.
Boardman? Oh, my God. Do you know what happened to the last doctor who pulled that stunt?
I do not.
Nothing. He never found out it was me. Come on, let's see. Thank you.
That's mine.
Most beautiful girl in the whole wide world.
And you're the most beautiful mommy in the whole wide world. I'd close my eyes and smell that wonderful smell. Like we just finished bath time. Your hand gently stroking my hair, and you'd sing that song you'd always sing. Sing it again for me, please. Come on, you remember it.
Yeah, it was just a long time ago.
Please, just a little bit for me.
Yeah, sure. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy.
No, that's not the one.
Well, Livy, that was over 15 years ago. I sang you a lot of songs.
But the special one.
You know, it's really sweet that you still have so many special memories of growing up as a young child. And I look at you and I still see that perfect little girl. Now that we have everything out in the open and settled, and we can spend more time together, we can make 1,000,000 more memories.
Okay, so you said complicated. What does that mean, complicated?
I didn't think you were about to let that one go by.
No.
Have a look at that.
Wow. That's gorgeous. You know, I think I've seen this ring somewhere before. It's a sapphire, right?
Sapphire and diamond.
You know, Livy described a ring that her mother used to wear on her finger that sounds a lot like this one. Wow, she described it perfectly.
Kevin Collins. Well, this is a bit of a surprise. What time tomorrow? All right, I'll be there.
Doc, what was that about?
That was Livy's grandmother, Estelle.
That's weird.
What's weirder still is I was planning to pay a visit to her.
Why?
Because I have some questions.
Like, were they questions about this ring? I have a question for you, though. How did you get this ring if this belongs to Rachel? How'd you end up with it?
Lucy, that is the ring that I gave to Grace for our engagement.
Wait. If this is the ring that Livy saw on her mother's finger, then why in the world would Rachel be wearing her sister's engagement ring?
That's just it. She wouldn't be.
Doc, are you thinking what I'm thinking? That if this is the same ring, and Livy saw it on her mother's finger, maybe her mother's not Rachel. What if her mother's Grace?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
Oh, you got a date.
Jealous?
Rachel and your grandmother, they tried to stop Kevin's wedding. It had something to do with the fact that Kevin knew Grace.
Hello, Estelle.
Kevin, it's been much too long.
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet. Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica... This week on